Right, hopefully you can see the pedal. Yeah, I've got it plugged in with my Hotstone Deluxe. I've just gone over all the solder joints. I've added some shield in either side of the jacks just to make sure they definitely aren't touching anything when you plug it in, because it could be one of those things where one of the jacks has like maybe spins or something when it's being posted or whatever. Yeah, I can't really find any issues, but I'll take the knobs off as well and just tighten all the pots up to make sure they're not kind of when you're turning them, they're not actually turning the actual pot itself and they're not touching, but I'll do all that kind of stuff as well. But just to show you, so I've got everything turned to 0 apart from the gain, which I've got all the way up, or the drive, sorry. So that's on, and I just bring the volume in. You'll hear a bit of noise, a little bit of hiss. Obviously it's a loud pedal, so I've only got it on like 1, but and then with the fat switch on, cuts the noise a little bit. There's a bit of a gate. But all in all, it's not an overly loud pedal. You'll start to get noise if you start turning the stab knob. You will get self-oscillating because it's reducing the voltage that the pedal receives. So you'll start to get weird. That's totally normal. That's just how a Fuzz factory works. But yeah, just to highlight my point about bad power supplies. So that's running off of one of the outputs from my Hotstone Deluxe. This one is from a Strymon pedal. So it's not like a cheap one. It comes with a a £400 pedal, but I don't know whether you can pick it up on the mic. But even just by plugging that in, even with the pedal off, you can hear it's bringing in like a power, like a filtered noise. It's not filtering out the noise properly. And you'll hear it now when I turn it on, so everything is 0 again apart from the gain. You'll hear just how noisy it makes everything. So yeah, that's why it's important to use an isolated supplier, not a regulated one. Make sure that it's fully isolated, because it just won't play nicely with anything else. So yeah, and the feedback knob, if you turn it all the way up, it will cut the signal completely, because that's just how this circuit works. It's just a basic feedback looper. With this pedal, because this pedal is quite sort of glitchy and noisy anyway, what you'd normally get with a normal drive pedal, it would start to add sort of weird oscillations and stuff, but because this pedal does that by itself, what you end up with is, hold on, let me just change the power back. What you end up with is it actually reduces the gain. So if you turn it to about halfway, for example, and you've got a really fuzzy sound going. So it basically just takes some of the gain out, takes some of the noise away, it kind of gates it. So it takes the hiss away. And you can just use it to get some kind of nice sort of fuzzy overdrive tones as well, while you hold the switch down, so you can kind of switch between, you get some kind of sort of tremolo effects going as well, because it's not cutting the signal completely there. So. And then the more you reduce it down, the less obvious it will be, so all the way down it will still change it a little bit. It just makes the effect less dramatic, and obviously if you turn it all the way up, it's just going to cut the signal completely. Yeah, that's just how the circuit works. Like as I mentioned in the description, it doesn't do a whole lot. The knob and it doesn't do a whole lot. This feedback loop with this circuit, it just gives you a little bit of an option that if you're creating weird kind of noises like this, just gives you the option to take it out and reduce it, or make some weird glitchy noises like that. So yeah, it was more intended for that kind of live, want to make some weird noises at the end of a song kind of thing. Yeah, that's basically what it was intended for. But yeah, no, apart from that,